Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Lucille Williams with Christian Talk. Today what I want to talk about is marriage, and more specifically, how to have more of a healthy marriage. You see, one thing that I have noticed when I meet with gals who are struggling in their marriage is that people get married and somehow they think that after you say I do, that means that you get to tell your spouse what to do and then they have to do it. Let me get more specific. Like, honey, I need you to pay those bills today. And then you come home at the end of the day and he didn't get them paid and now you're mad at him. Or I need you to take out the trash. And when he doesn't get to it, now you're mad. Or I want you to call your mom and talk to her about such and such. And when he doesn't call his mom, then you're like, I'm just losing respect for him. And this is what I hear from women. It's like they give their husbands orders, and then when they don't comply, it's like, well, he's not a good man anymore. Okay, there might be a whole list of great things about him. He might go to church, he serves, he's loving to other people, but when you give him orders and he doesn't do it, then suddenly women lose respect for them. I don't understand where this comes from. I don't understand why grown people think that they can tell other grown people what to do. And this goes two ways. Sometimes a husband can be like this too, where they're very demanding and they're demanding dinner by a certain time and they want this and they want this. And if their wife doesn't do exactly what they ask for, then somehow she's not a good wife. Okay, this is how it works. In a healthy marriage, people ask each other for what they need. They ask each other for what they want. Honey, can you take out the trash for me today because my arm is hurting and I don't think I can carry it? Honey, would you mind doing this? Sweetheart, I'm going to be home early today. How about we have an early dinner? I'll help you make it. If, I know you were talking about making that certain dish. I mean, not that the women are always the one making dinner. Sometimes husbands make dinner, just an example. But here's the thing. Your spouse can say no. No. If you never hear your spouse say no, then what is the yes? Then their yeses aren't really true. We can ask for what we want and what we need, and then our spouse can say no. If you can back and forth say no to each other, then you know that you have a healthy relationship. Now, getting more specific, I know when my husband asks me to do something, I want to do it. So I rarely say no because I want to have a happy marriage. I want to please him. I want to do the things that he's asking me to do. But I know that if I want to, I could say no. Also, I try to be careful what I ask of him. I try to be careful what things I ask him to do because I don't want to over ask and I want yeses. So I'm careful about the things that I do ask for. And when I ask for something and he says yes, then I'm thrilled and I thank him over and over and over. But if I ask him for something and he says no, I say, okay, that's fine. Whatever, that's okay. I'll do something else or I'll take care of it in a different way or whatever. So in a healthy marriage, ask for what you want, express your desires, but be willing to hear the word no. Ladies, it's not okay to boss your husband around. That's just not okay. That's not healthy. That's crossing over into being their mommy. They got married because they wanted a wife. If they wanted a mommy, they could have just moved in with their mom and let their mom nag on them. Don't ever do that. Ask them to do things, but don't expect it and don't get mad at them like they're in trouble if they don't do what you want them to do. And also, I mean, sometimes people, they have their own thoughts. It's okay to have different thoughts and desires in marriage, and we can't get upset with our spouse because they don't see something the way we do. We can't get upset with them because they don't view something or want to do the things that we want to do. So that's my message. That's my message. Ask for what you want, accept the word no, and don't get upset if your spouse doesn't see things the way you see things. And women, when you get married, it does not give you a license to boss him around. That is not going to be good for your marriage. It's not going to be good for your sex life. It's not going to be good for anyone. And so It's not okay to just tell him what to do just because he's your husband. You think it's okay to boss him around. And men, same goes for you. Just because you're someone's wife doesn't mean that suddenly you're now the dictator and you get to tell, call all the orders. It's mutual submission, it's love, it's guiding each other, it's helping each other. Yes, the Bible tells us the Lord is the headship, and God is the head of the husband, and the husband is the head of the wife. And I get that, I get all of that, and we need to be the word is submissive. I hate using that word because a lot of women cannot stand that word, but submission is just loving. It's just being willing to love someone, and when they're asking you to do something, you yield because you love them. And I don't see it as a bad word. So anyway, that's my message today. So go all out in your marriage, love each other fully, and have the kind of marriage that God desires that you would have. Until next time, be crazy amazing, love your spouse with all you've got, hit subscribe, hit like, and also check out my book, From Me to We. It will help you with all of these things.